Today we are going to learn agriculture income and non-agriculture income. It is a continuation of first unit. In the first unit so far, we have discussed income tax, basics like assessment year, previous year, then assessing, deemed to be assessing, assessing in default. Assessing is a person as per Income Tax Act who is supposed to pay income tax, who will be imposed income tax, who will be levied income tax as per section and Income Tax Act 1961. Who is assessing, deemed assessing. On behalf of assessing, if any other person is liable to pay income tax, will be levied income tax, then he or she is said to be deemed assessing. Deemed to be assessing. For example, in case of a minor, the guardian or the parent will be deemed to be assessing. In case of what we call prisoner, the other person will be in charge of, then he or she is said to be deemed to be assessing. Then assessing in default. What do you mean by assessing in default? For example, in an organization, the accountant is supposed to calculate the income tax liability of an employee. If the accountant might have missed this task of calculating income tax, that is tax liability, he is said to be committed an offense or a mistake, then this is going to be called as assessing in default. Assessing in default. Then we are going to learn what is agricultural income. Then examples of agricultural income. Then examples of non-agricultural income. Then what is the taxability of agricultural income in India? To be frank, what do you mean by agricultural income? Agricultural income is an income earned by an assessee from agriculture operations in India. Agricultural income is an income earned by a person as per Income Tax Act 1961 from agricultural operations in India. Then it is said to be agricultural income. It is said to be agricultural income. Then examples of agricultural income. Any rent or revenue derived from land. Then agricultural income includes revenue generated from production of agriculture goods. That is from agriculture operations, farming. Then agricultural income includes earnings derived from cutting and selling agriculture produce, for example, sugarcane, then cotton, jute, then coffee, tea. Any income attributed to a farmer's subject to the guidelines that is also will be included in the agriculture. Then, when we are saying agriculture, I am going to give one example. If a farmer is engaged in growing what we call sugar cane on his farm, first year he will do agriculture operations. Then second year, he or she might get sugar cane after cutting the sugar cane crop first year. In the second year, consequently, the farmer might have not done any agriculture operations. Once the sugar is cutted for the first year, again, automatically due to the natural rainfall, the farmer might get good agriculture crop, that is sugar, but without any agriculture operations. First year is said to be agriculture income. Then second year is said to be non-agriculture income. That is as per Income Tax Act 1961. Then income from a farmhouse estate. You might have heard many politicians, many celebrities, they will be having the farmhouse or estate. and their weekend they will go to the farmhouse or estate and they will be spending the time. Then what is the income from farmhouse? Agriculture income from farmhouse will be exempt based on certain guidelines, right? Based on certain criteria. The farmhouse should be situated near the agricultural land. The agricultural land should not fall within the specified period, that is within 2 kilometers from municipality. Should fall within 2 kilometers from municipality. Within 6 kilometers from where the population is 1 lakh to 10 lakhs. Within 8 kilometers where the population is more than 10 lakhs and annual income is more than 10 lakhs. Then if these conditions are not fulfilled, then it is said to be a farmer, then it is said to be income from farmers will be under income from agriculture, that is agricultural. If the distance is more than 2 kilometers like that, those things, then examples of non-agricultural, which are those incomes which are not included in agriculture? Breeding of livestock, cattle for milk and milk products, poultry farming, fisheries, dairy farming, then bee hive, that is honey bee hive for honey, fisheries, cutting and selling timber, it is purely commercial. Butter and cheese making, it is also purely commercial. All such incomes shall not be included in the agriculture income. It will be included as non-agriculture income or business income. I can say these are all business incomes. Why? Because on agriculture income, there will be no tax. As per Income Tax Act 1961, the income from agriculture is purely exempt. Whereas, as per Income Tax Act 1961, non-agriculture income will be included under business and it will be taxed as per the individual tax slabs. What is the taxability of agriculture income in India? In India, the agriculture income is treated differently from other types of income. As per the Income Tax 1961, agriculture income is exempt from income tax and not included in the total income while calculating tax salary. If a farmer is fully occupied in agriculture occupation, whatever the income that the farmer earns from agriculture is purely exempt. Why? Because more than 50% of Indian population, they earn their livelihood from agriculture. When they earn their livelihood from agriculture, to encourage, to motivate the people to grow more crops, to sell more crops, to motivate the people on cultivation, income tax department will not impose any income tax on agriculture income. What is agriculture income in income tax? Agriculture income includes the earnings or revenue derived primarily from agricultural activities on designated agricultural land. This includes cultivating land or growing crops, utilizing buildings created on agricultural land, harvesting commercial produce from horticultural land. Commercial produce means sugarcane, then coffee, jute, tobacco, tea, then rubber, even flowers. How much agriculture income is exempt from tax? There is a complete tax rebate on agriculture income. Up to 5,000, there will be complete tax rebate. If a person earns income other than agriculture, if a person partly earns income from agriculture, partly earns income from other activities like salary like this, then as per Income Tax Act, they will calculate both the input and they will calculate income tax as per tax slabs of an individual. We will discuss this later. Additional points to consider for agriculture: land use, ownership. The farmer should use the land specifically for cultivating crops, fruits, vegetables. He should not use the land for livestock, poultry farming, fishing, which are not considered as agricultural, which are all considered as non-agricultural. If a farmer satisfies this for additional points, then only the income from cultivation will be included under agriculture. Ownership. For income from rent or revenue to be tax-free, the taxpayer must have an interest in the land. He or she should have an interest that is continuously engaging in cultivation of crops. Okay. Till now we have discussed. Let me summarize what are the things that we discussed. We discussed meaning of agricultural income, the meaning of non-agricultural income, business income, which are the examples of agricultural income, which are the examples of non-agricultural income. Then what are the conditions or additional points to be considered for agricultural income? Then how do you calculate income tax for agricultural income? It is purely exempt. All these things we discuss.